had a 1-0 defeat at home to a very well organised Galway side tonight.
Yeah, I don't think we've done enough to win the game, to be fair. I don't think we deserve to lose it neither, but we're at home, we should be doing a little bit more to win matches, you know, and we probably didn't get going till the last 20 minutes, and at that stage I think it was too late and they'd got something to cling on to, so disappointed. But look, you know, we've started okay. It's just we'd like to win our home games, particularly against teams that you should be beating here, and that's not being disrespectful to Galway, but like you say, they were well organised and they've nicked the points.
And what was frustrating for you, because I know from the fans' perspective probably it was that we put together our best move of the game in injury time?
Yeah, we didn't. I just thought the tempo tonight wasn't right. I think, you know, we went into a game last week in Oreo where people expected us probably to lose it, and the lads were up for it and played really well, and we went into a game tonight where people expected us to probably win it, and our attitude didn't reflect that, you know, and that's, I don't think you can get away with that in our league. And if you start games off slowly, it's very, very difficult to change that mindset, because that mindset is obviously there from the day, not just when you get to the ground. So that's something we've got to work on. We've had that before where, you know, you come into games, particularly here, where, you know, people expect us to win and we don't get to the level of performance that we should.
And what was the preparation like for the game? We had that friendly against Hibs last week as well.
Yeah, well, the game in Edinburgh was good. It was a great workout. I was still, you know, tonight probably showed we're still a bit lacking in fitness in general, you know, but it'll help us. Didn't help obviously with Christy getting injured over there. That was a blow for us, but no, I think it was a good experience from everybody's point of view. The lads enjoyed it. The younger lads got a little bit of a taste of what it's like at that level, you know, so it worked well. The lads got to know each other probably a little bit better, so from that point of view it was well worth exercise.
And you went for Burke before Dixon tonight. He's quite inexperienced still, Gary Burke, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. The two of them. Obviously Lee's come in and he's done quite well. So he struggled a little bit last week in Oriel, and that's going to happen with young players as well. We're probably going to have to put them in for 2 or 3 games and maybe take them out. Whether we're in a position to do that, I'm not sure, but you know, sometimes coming out and having a looker from the outside can help him. And he's left out tonight, not dropped as such, but we wanted to give Gary a taste of it. He's a good player, Gary, and he's been kicking his heels a little bit, and we threw him in tonight, and Lee was the one that was sacrificed obviously for that.
And the addition of Liam Burns, obviously this season we're going to concede less goals, but the Galway goal, quite sloppy though, wasn't it?
Sloppy goal all round. It, you know, I'm not 100% that we'll concede loads of goals this year. I think we've got an experienced back four and a very good goalkeeper, and we're disappointed with the goal we conceded tonight, you know. But I think the goal probably summed up the way we approached the game, to be honest, that we were a bit lackluster in defending it, and that probably summed up performance, was lackluster.
And what about David Ladola? You took him off the bench, great header, just wide.
He did great, in fairness to him. You know, everything that went up to him, it stuck, laid it off, got himself into the box, got in the end of some crosses. So he's probably the main plus we got from tonight. Obviously getting beaten is disappointing, but the plus, I think David came on and did quite well for us.
And we have 3 Dublin derbies coming up in the next 3 weeks, starting with Pats and then UCD and Rovers, I think it is. I mean, how do you prepare the players for those type of games?
Well, like I said, the Pats game next week and the Rovers game probably look after themselves. The players are more than well up for it, and you know, the UCD one is the one where we've got to get them up for it. But look, they're great games to be looking forward to for the players. You know, a lot of the lads haven't played in a Bohs Rovers game, so that'll be something to look forward for them. But we obviously got to look at next week away to Pats. I think they've got a decent result tonight after being behind, so I'm sure they'll be going into the game fairly confident. And Ayers is taking a little bit of a knock tonight, but we'll get them up in attitude and we can have them ready for Pats.
Christy Fagan's out injured at the moment. We spoke to him last week, and I was reading something that Glenn Hoddle said about him. You know, he described him as a special talent. That's high praise indeed, isn't it?
He's a good player. You know, I think Christy, his confidence is coming back to him. You can see that in his demeanour around the place, and his performance has been very good. And you know, had it been later on in the season, we might have threw him in tonight, but you know, just so early in the season, and we don't want to lose him for 5 or 6 weeks. If we have to lose him for this week or next week, well then it's not too bad, but we have to lose him 4 or 6 weeks, and then you're seeing tonight that we're a little bit short of strikers. Bistow's got a bit of a knock as well, so we just have to protect him a little bit.
Can you tell us even how long Christy or Anto Flood are going to be out for?
Well, we're hopeful Christy will be okay for next Friday. He didn't pull his hamstring, he just pulled up and felt a little bit tightened up, so he did a little bit of training last night and was a little bit sore, so that's why we didn't risk him. So hopefully he can get treatment over the weekend and treatment during the week, and hopefully he'll be available for next week. But this though is hard to say at the moment because it's obviously so fresh at the moment. We'll wait and see how that settles down over the weekend. But again, it's not a tear, it's more of a strain in there, so we just have to wait and see. To be honest, early to say whether they're going to be available for us next Friday.
We spoke to Stephen Traynor earlier on as well. How do you think he's settled in? He's played in behind the striker the last couple of games.
Yeah, he's a good player, Stephen. Again, he came into the game tonight with probably a little bit of a groin problem, so I thought he did really well, worked hard. Again, another young lad's learning the game, and that's a difficult position to play. It's getting into the right areas, being ready to receive the ball or getting beyond the striker at times. So, but he does it quite well. It's probably his best position is in that sort of off the striker. But again, we'll teach him the game, and I think if he plays regularly over the season, you'll see a big improvement for next season.
Okay, great. Thanks, Pat.
Cheers.